All right, Coach, it's a little bit frustrating. It pitched so well other than that one inning, and it's still a loss.
Yeah, Angelo out of there was great. Dom, up until that point, was really good. And then Dom Castellano was uncharacteristically with the command of the fastball. And he's not going to pitch like lights out every time. It's hard to do, to continually go out there and do the things that he does. He's going to have a bad night. It was in a tough spot.
What were you thinking with keeping Sauce in a little bit longer?
Well, I thought he was still on it. They were on him a little bit, so we had Dom ready. And then we had in the situation, they had the left-hander that he got out and then the right-hander, and Dom was coming in to get the left-hander on deck. Regardless, he had that right-hander in an 0-2 count and didn't bounce that breaking ball. That might have been one pitch that could have swung the whole thing. I think if he bounces it, that guy was swinging anyway and strike, and then Dom comes in with a little cleaner situation.
What was your message to Dom after an outing like this to kind of help him turn the page?
I mean, he's Dom Castellano. We believe in him, trust him. Everybody has a bad night. He's going to be right back out there.
The latter 2/3 of the game, Antoine Jean, what did he do that made it so difficult for your batters?
Oh, and the breaking ball is a major factor. There's enough on the fastball to challenge you, and he absolutely outcompeted us in the middle part. We talked before the game that the ball in play was going to be at a premium, and we just didn't do a good enough job with 2 strikes against that guy to let somebody punch you out 11 times. But to get punched out 11 times is tough.
What was the decision of putting pinch hitting Eris Rivera in for Matt Rivas?
For the righty-lefty matchup, obviously, that's a really tough left-on-left matchup. And we got Eris sitting over there, and it's a bullet we like to shoot, so we did.
Back on Angelo, what did he do well for you coming into that situation?
Yeah, he settled that thing down. He got the 1 ball down the line, but after that, he settled it down. Multiple pitches for strikes, was competitive, gave us a shot.
What were you thinking there, bottom of the line? Were you thinking, bases loaded? Were you just thinking finally the gate's going to open? And
yeah, you told me you got a shot to win the game. Bases loaded, 1 out, and Espinal and Williamson coming up. I'll take it. Just didn't work out.
Still another close game for this one. Just what do you want the players to learn after a game like this?
Well, I thought in the middle part we could have done some things offensively that made it tougher. He chewed through us in the middle part, which allowed him to go out there in the 9th. If we had better at-bats in the middle part of that game, somehow drive the pitch count out, he might not be out there in the 9th, but he absolutely chewed right through us.
A little fired up with umpires?
It's part of the game, just trying to defend the guys, and there's some questionable stuff that I just got to make sure the guys understand that I'm with them. So.
Speaking on frustration, Espinal was very frustrated after some at-bats. What was the message to him to keep him in the right mindset?
Well, I mean, he still had 2 hits. That's a tough matchup no matter who it is. Just come back the next day and continue to do what you've been doing.
yeah, obviously you got to flush this one. What do you want to see from Wiley tomorrow night?
Well, I want from Wiley specifically is to go out there and command the fastball and get multiple pitches in there, and be the captain that he's been for us to this point. I want to see a response from the team. Like that's the biggest thing. Like you can still win a series, but you're gonna have to do it the hard way. What's your response? What's our barometer as a team? And that's what I want to see tomorrow.
You had the chance to recognize the 1995 NCAA tournament team tonight. Of course, Coach Jay Burkville, of course, that was before your time, even as a player. Mm-hmm. So, what was it like to welcome them as the head coach of the program?
Yeah, that was a team that I watched in high school. They won 29, I think, straight games. That was an unbelievable team. They are a big part of this program now with the fundraising aspect of it and what they bring to our program. And they were around all day with the golf tournament, and it was just great to have them back.
I know Bergman's been back, and he was back last year, but Coach Cozart, I'm not sure if this might have been the first time he's been back in a while. He's another coach that's meant a lot to your career. Yeah. What was it like having Cozy back?
Yeah, the last time he was back, I think, was for Kyle Bono's Hall of Fame induction. So this is his first time back at a game. That guy recruited me, gave me my first shot to actually be a coach, recruiting-wise. He's like a second dad to me, so it was great to have him back.
29 games, you said.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, right? Yeah, 20. Yeah.
That's crazy. Right?
Yes, that's like 3 months worth of winning in a row.
What's the most you won? Player, coach?
Probably somewhere in the 10 to 12, 15.
So
like
29.
Yeah, think about that. It's crazy to do that.
I mean, the pressure's just got to amp up.
Yeah, and then eventually when you win that many, like you're getting everybody's best shot, right? Like if somebody wants to be the one to knock that streak off, I hope we win 29 straight.
You'd like to know what that's like.
Yeah, that would be great.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you,
Coach.